We are in the Silver League qualifications, and I am driving Minegumo. We have 3 destroyers, 1 cruiser, and 3 battleships on each team. We're on the Land of Fire map, and I have spawned closest to Bravo Cap. Now, our Neptune was in an earlier battle with me, and I know that he is a radar Neptune. They are the little sister to the Minotaur, and I'm letting the Fletcher know that Neptune needs a smoker for cover. Yager is not a smoker. Yager is like me, stealthy. However, I smoke, but I was close enough. Now I'm checking to see what's going on the mini-map, and doggone it, ran into an island. That was dumb. I was trying to steer around that island and thought I had cleared it, but got a little too close. Ah well. I wanted to make sure who was going over with the Neptune and if they were going to be in a position to cover that one, because Neptunes can be evaporated in one good salvo from any of those battleships, and the Siegfried. The Siegfried is a German cruiser, very slow loading guns, but very heavy hitting. Like having a 4th battleship, really. However, our Neptune is a pretty good player, at least from what I saw in the earlier battle that I was in with him. Alright, well, we have taken this cap. Looks like they are still moving slowly in toward Charlie to see what's going on. I am letting the team know that there is something kind of right up the middle here. Probably another Yager or Jaeger. I know I cannot pronounce that correctly. Alright, well, we have accounted for all of the battleships, their cruiser, and one of their DDs. So it's not the Changmu that was in the middle. Now something is right in front of me. I am just letting Masashi know there was something right in front of him. Ooh, that Yager is hurting, isn't he? Okay, let's make him hurt a little bit more. Whoops. Time to get turned for these torps. They're Yager torps, but it can only take about 2 without dying. 3 would be the end. And I can't take any of Duncan's torps. Duncan is a British battleship. Has torps that it launches off the front of the ship, out of the bow. Alright, what is he up to? It looks like he's turning around. Now, I have my longer range torps loaded. I think Duncan is turning. Alright, looks like he got comfortable when he saw our Jager's torps. Oh, we lost our Fletcher. Darn. How did he let that happen? He should have been well out of trouble unless the Changmu got radar on him. Changmu can have Smoke Orc can have radar. I think Duncan might take a torp or two there. Let's see here. Just checking to see what our... Oh... Check to see what Yager was doing with his torps. Okay, now I am switching to my shorties. My short torps are real fast. And I can switch very quickly. It looks like Duncan is going to take a couple, 2 or 3 of the Yager's torps, which are very lightweight torps. Now, it looks like Duncan is not going to turn in behind the island. He is moving forward toward the other Duncan. And so he is in a bad situation right now. I threw torps out in front where he was going to, then I threw torps where he is in case he just grounds out on the island. Now I am throwing a couple of shots at him just to make him uncertain as to what he should do next, but he's going to take these torps, so he's out. There we go. In the meantime, our Yager found the other Yager. And looks like he took one of the torps. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, gosh, I'm not gonna hit anything at this rate. Okay. Good deal. Now we need to get on up into Alpha Cap because we lost Charlie Cap. We are ahead by 1 ship. The other team lost the Duncan and the Yager. We've lost our Fletcher. I don't have anybody in range right now. Now, our Neptune can see the Changmu, but I'm thinking the Siegfried can see our Neptune. And our Duncan must take in some of that Yager's torps because he is down to almost nothing. So I'm telling him, get back, go hide. And he is spotted by something, so, oh, that's what he's spotted by. Another Yager. Uh-oh. Changmu took the Masashi, but Neptune got the Changmu. Okay. Alright, I am not going to shoot right now. Just looking for the cap right now, and we will have it. All right. Now, alrighty. Well, that Yager is staying out in front of us. Uh-oh. Lost the Neptune. Alright, so that leaves a Minnesota over on that side. A very unhealthy Duncan on this side. And then Yager and me. Alright, now that we have secured the cap, I'm taking my shots. I have smoke available if I need it. That Awami can't do very much here. I am ready with my longer range torps in case the Awami wants to push out here. Sending 1 set right now. If he keeps coming out, he'll get slapped right in the side. And there's Yager again, switching back to my guns. And let's see if we can't finish this guy off. There. Alright, he's done. Smoking myself up. Oof. Alright. Good enough. Now, I'm clanking along. Making sure nothing else is coming my way. Alright. Now, ready with some torps for the Awami. I'm torping where he is, but slightly behind in case he pulls up a little bit or steers in. Alrighty. Everything good. All healed up. And he got it. Okay. Got him. Alright. Telling our Yager, go capture Charlie Cap. Because they will certainly be coming to Bravo Cap. And maybe Alpha too. Okay. I've already used my smoke, or else I would smoke up for the Duncan. Yeah, he got smacked a bit. Here come some of those torps from Awami. Alright, well, they're out of my range. Siegfried is still just moving up. Both of them are shooting at our Duncan. I wish our Duncan would just hide. Now, it looks like Siegfried's going to take a couple of Yager torps. Maybe not. Probably has his hydro going. Okay. These are my longer range torps. Duncan is... Oh, he's shooting again. I was going to say, he's hidden. He should be fine. Alright, watch out for this island. I seem to be having a knack for running into islands right now. And Los Andes is headed straight toward me. So, switching to the short torps. Yeah, my Neptune is telling Duncan to go hide. Stop shooting. Oh, and he's out. Well, shoot. Alrighty. I will have torps ready in a second, but that Los Andes was getting way too close for comfort. My detection is 5.4. He was down to 5.7 right now. But here are my torps. Now I'm throwing them well in front, because he is turning back and coming back toward Charlie Cap. Then I had to throw up some smoke because it was just a little too close right there. There. Got him with 3 torps. Caused some flooding, which he stopped right away. Okay, well, staying out of trouble here, best as I can. Watching the Los Andes. Now, Siegfried is just over on my port side here. will have torps in 10 seconds. Now, I'm pretty sure he was running his hydro earlier, so that means his hydro is out. Now, my torps go, I believe, 6.5. I'm at 6.1, 6.0, throwing those out. They are very fast torps. Very good chance that he's going to take a couple, and if he takes more than one, he's going down. Then I can circle around and get into Alpha Cap. Got him. Alright, that gave me high caliber. Alright, cool. Okay, now we are watching a replay, so the score up top is flipped. We are the team that is at 988. We will win in about 10 seconds. Pretty good game. Like a chess match. Okay, but with good concealment. Nice win. GG. Alright, nice finish. And we did finish with 115,000 in damage with those 4 kills, set a fire, caused flooding 5 times, used my guns a little bit, got 20 shells that did damage. 9 of my torpedoes hit home, so that's pretty good, and assisted in 2 different captures. Ended up second on the leaderboard with Yager. Let's comp him. He did a good job. I would have comped Duncan if he had stayed alive, but he had to get silly. Too bad for him. And I tanked 367,000 in potential damage. Only had 10,000 in spotting damage. I thought I'd have a little more. Usually I do. Earned 684,000 in credits and 1,377,000 in free XP, 8,011 in Commander XP. And I am using Yamamoto as my captain. And so he has been set up as a torp heavy DD. Although it looks like I threw on Grease the Gears. I use him on Shimikaze. And so I do sometimes want her guns to get on target more quickly. And so I have Grease the Gears, and I have Liquidator to help make sure that I cause flooding. Along with that, I have Swiftfish to make my torpedoes faster, and I have Fill the Tubes to get my torpedoes in action more quickly. On top of that, I have my Consumable Specialist that brings back my speed boost and my smoke a little more quickly. I think every DD and cruiser needs to run Last Stand because it's frequent that your engines get bonked. Whether it's your engines or your steering, you need to be able to get along, even if it's only at like half speed or so. That keeps you going, gets you out of trouble. Survivability Expert gives me some extra HP so that I can take those shots and still survive. And Concealment Expert brings my ship's detection down to 5.4, which is the lowest in the game so far. And I add radio location so that I can find the nearest ship. Now, Minegumo is set up with Main Armaments Mod 1, so that my guns don't get knocked out so easily. Engine room protection, keep my engine, steering gears, and things from getting knocked out so easily. Torpedo tubes mod 1 to make my torpedoes even faster. Propulsion mod 1, given the choice between propulsion or steering gears, I choose propulsion because sometimes I need to be able to zip out of trouble when I have torpedoes coming into my smoke. However, I don't steer real well, and you saw that in the game. A couple of times I was running in trouble with my steering. Concealment Systems Mod 1 combines with the Captain's skill to bring my concealment way down, and Torpedo Tubes Mod 1 brings my reload time down even further, and then it does increase the chance that my torpedoes will get knocked out, but I have this skill, the Tubes Mod 1, that helps to counteract the worst of that. And you can see the flags that I was using for this match, and a little look at Minegumo here. She has one turret with 2 barrels up front and 2 turrets back aft with 2 barrels. They're pretty light guns, but they do good damage, and they're a lot like what you get on Shimikaze. I think Japanese DDs have pretty decent guns altogether when they get a chance to use them. And then I have the 2 racks of torpedoes right amidships so that I can send them out on either side. 4 torpedoes in each rack, so that sends out 8 pretty heavy hitting torpedoes. If I use the short ones, then I have torpedoes that can do 21,000 in damage, which takes out a lot of light cruisers and pretty much all the destroyers with one hit. And then my regular torpedoes are going to do almost 21,000 damage, so a little bit less. The difference between them, though, is the range and how fast they are. I really like the shorties when I'm up close because they go so fast that a lot of ships can't get out of their way even when they know they're coming. All right, well, that was a very good battle with Minegumo. I'm sorry, Minegumo. I was thinking Shimikaze. Minegumo. And she has been on this channel before, and she's just a real good ship for ranked battles. I prefer her for the Tier 9 destroyers, and I probably will see her again in the not too distant future. All right, I'm going to wish you a good afternoon, and I hope to see you in battle.